Also, Toastmasters is an excellent way to be able to communicate with coworkers when you have family presentations, if you have public presentations. And it also gives you a very interesting perspective because when you hear other public speakers, you suddenly notice things that you might not have noticed before about how smoothly they talk and if they use their hands and if they're animated or if they use a lot of filler words. So it becomes very evident when you have become a Toastmaster for a while. So Janessa is a relatively new member to 25 Live who is a great addition. She shows incredible energy. We love her backgrounds of all her plants that she likes to show. Janessa, what was your motivation for joining Toastmasters and how did you come across 25 Alive as a potential club for yourself?
Well, I knew for a fact I really wanted to challenge myself, especially in public speaking and making new friends. I tend to get caught up in my head or have anxiety of speaking or just kind of speaking again since the pandemic. And so I heard about Toastmasters a long time ago and I just gave it a chance in a search. And I was kind of just emailing at random, and Linda and I connected, and she's been a great friend online. So we kind of emailed back and forth, and she was patient with me, and one thing led to another. It was like, I think this is going to be my club, and it's been my home base ever since. And every time I meet someone new, I find them to be such a beautiful person and just spectacular in my life. And I notice I've just been feeling more down to earth and myself again instead of anxiety ridden and in my head. So I'm very grateful to be here. Yeah.
Oh, Janessa has been great because speaking as her mentor, she has shown great growth in the club. It did take her a little while to get her first icebreaker out, but now that she has done her icebreaker, we've been able to learn a lot about her of things we didn't know. So, Janessa, what would you say your next step with Toastmasters would be when 25 Alive for yourself?
Other than another speech and definitely taking in another role, I don't know, I want to give back more. And I think I want to challenge myself more and maybe be an in-person meeting and give a professional business talk because I think I can do casual socializing. That's fun and easy, but talking about business and breaking it down and being serious and confident is a bit of a challenge. So that would be kind of cool to do, even in person, because I can get a little nervous or I get a little shy. So being in person, I think would be better too. But yeah, there's a couple challenges.
Okay. Well,
I feel like today I'm both in person and I'm looking at my computer camera. So I feel like I like to take on tasks at 100%. But my journey through Toastmasters has been great. Fear of public speaking is very common. It's actually called glossophobia, which I found out by researching a speech on it. It's very common and there's not a lot of places that you can practice this skill, right? So let's say you want to improve your public speaking. What do? There are classes you could take, but you may only give one or two speeches and it's kind of expensive. And so Toastmasters is a really great way to just practice weekly. And you will practice weekly because every week you have table topics. So you'll speak every week. And so it's a great club to join. And recently I went back to school and got a graduate degree, and part of the program meant that I had to present for a half an hour in front of a committee who were judging me on everything, like how well I communicated, my presence. And so that, I don't think I would have done that without Toastmasters help. Because I did it in person, but if I had waited a semester, I could have done it online. And so I thought about waiting, but then I was like, no, you can do this. Like, it's fine. But it did take me a few weeks of stressing about it to figure out whether I wanted to take the class sooner or later. So I do attribute that to Toastmasters, and I did well. It's good.
here is your opportunity to apply some of the techniques that you just learned from Linda. And I would like to ask everyone to please pay attention to our responses. And at the end of this section of the meeting, you will be asked to vote for the best response given by either one of our club members or by one of the guests. And as Linda indicated, your responses should be between 1 and 2 minutes. And again, you will be given a topic that you have not had the opportunity to prepare. So you will be speaking extemporaneously, as the word goes. Let's begin with our first topic, which is there someone either in your personal life or a renowned figure that inspires you? Who is this person and why do they inspire you? Lorianne would like to respond to that topic. Our second topic is, have you avoided making a speech or a toast at a wedding or a funeral, even though you really wanted to do it? Was there something you wanted to say that no one else said at that particular event?
This past weekend my wife's brother got married and she didn't want to speak. He didn't ask, so she was pretty pissed off. So the day of, he said, hey, why don't you get up and talk? She said, I need more time to prepare. I've known them for a long time. I love them. I wanted to speak, but she said, absolutely not. Don't do it. And I didn't. And it's really frustrating because no one spoke for the groom. They spoke several times for the bride. No one spoke for the groom. I love the guy. He deserved a speech. And I'm still thinking about that. I also think about the time when a good friend of my wife's was put together this entire party for our wedding. It was our engagement party. I got up there and drunkenly gave a speech that was meandering, and at the very end, I thanked everybody but the woman who put the party together. And my wife reminded me of that before me stepping up in front of everybody impromptu at the wedding and said, remember what happened last time? I'm still not friends with her. Thank you very much. So I didn't, and I'm regretting it to this day because I could just say something very brief. You're awesome, Chris. Congratulations, and sit down. I now know that particular thing. I think people are important, and keep it brief. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was.
I wanted to announce the winner of the best table topic speaker today. The winner goes to Kelly.
Fellow Toastmasters and very, very honored guests. At today's open house, you get to see and experience just how some of the skills you can learn to be a better leader and communicator. At the weekly meetings, you learn and practice different skills while performing different roles or making presentations. As mentioned earlier, Toastmasters will be celebrating 100 years of existence next month, and it is located in 150 countries. Every single literature of Toastmasters is translated into that particular country's language. So that tells you a lot about the structure and educational program and support that they provide. What can Toastmasters do for you and what are the benefits? There's access to excellent education programs called Pathways. Now, Pathways is an exciting, interactive, and flexible educational program that focuses on 5 core competencies. There's public speaking, interpersonal communication, strategic leadership, management, and confidence. You also get access to the communication and confidence building bootcamp training resources that were developed exclusively by 25 Alive, and it is available to the members. Now, membership is affordable and one of the best values. Our club also has a membership sponsor program for those who want to join but need financial help. Now, 25 Alive wants you to break barriers, not the bank. Now, why become a member of this club? Next year, our club will be celebrating 30 years of being established. That tells you a lot about our club's support, mentorship, and camaraderie. Sometimes we just have too much fun. Here, you will never feel judged, just encouraged and supported.